and welcome to episode 26, where the town village thingy is kind of finished. With basics, we have the shop. I've added a small clinic and a police station because, well, you kind of need those. The fire station is now finished, so let's buy 2 trucks. Depot's finished, and we can start buying things that we need for this place. Okay, covered hole. Something to just carry food in. How much can it fit? 9 tons. So pretty much any of these. Let's get you. Something smaller for the other amenities. Something that can carry roughly 2.5 tons. Unless I get 2 of these. And a refrigerator. This is fine. And we can eventually add more. Good. Next things. Culture. Let's just give you a quick house culture. Like this. Yep. And I will be moving people out of here because we're stagnating around 4,500 people. And then I checked the average lifespan out here, and yeah, it seems as though pollution is still kind of a thing. At least this close. Like here, you can see 53. Out here, 64. Out here, 79. So kinda these buildings. I don't know if I should be building, but we will start with this one, if anything. And then all the people out here will be moved. Even though they're the main source of income right now. And as you can see, I've imported some vehicles worth about 50,000, and we're still making about 50,000. What are you doing? Why aren't you unloading vehicles? What? You can unload anything in there. What is your problem? We need to keep an eye on it. I've set it to wait until unloaded, so if anything, it will just stay there. It's definitely strange. This shouldn't be happening. Okay, let's see. Because this is kind of suspicious. Yeah, what the fuck? Do you not have any space? Well, okay. I guess we'll have to do it a little bit differently. Let's buy the Mi 10. There's space for cargo. Once it arrives, I'll set it to carry vehicles from this depot out. But it's definitely... interesting. Hello? I don't think you're supposed to be doing that, but, you know what? Just because I've seen that happen, you will get a funky color, okay? Let's see. Yes! This is now your paint scheme. Just because what the fuck just happened. Okay. Go here. Load vehicles. Go out here. Unload vehicles. And if you can't, wait until I unload it. Go. And let's see what happens. You come here. You take the loaded oil tank. Okay, refuel. Fair enough. And once you take that, that should be able to unload the excavator. And if not, then I'll have to... Okay, you're going. Unload. You know what? No, let's do it differently. Hello Depot, you go here. And you can drive into the storage. Yeah. Have to do it like this. Are you kidding me? Literally ran out of fuel on the way out. I am so done. Which means we need another fuel tank. Apparently it can carry these. So let's do Venice. And what is your problem now? Okay, wait until loaded. Can you not load this? Apparently not. Okay, just go there. That's the problem. Like, it can load them from this facility. I guess it just can't support them, I guess. Like, sidewise. Okay. Load fuel. Go back here. You can unload them there. And I will instead buy excavator. These smaller ones. Those should fit. Here we have the sewage connected. Okay. In the meantime, you will be tasked with building this connection. Just so we have more productivity here, because drinking water just makes them more productive, okay? You've got fuel. Go here. And we'll see how this turns out. It was a bit of an expensive purchase. But hopefully it's going to be useful. Where are you going? Oh, unfinished plumbing. That's why. You are causing a little bit of a traffic jam. You're bringing the new vehicles. Yeah, and I'll see you once I manage to transport some of these excavators over to the island. Okay. And a moment of truth. We're moving first people in here. And we'll see what happens. Immediately everyone just goes here. I don't need you. Go home. We're now finishing this road. Hello? I had this bypass build just so that I could start asphalting the road a bit faster, but for some reason, yeah. Unable to get food? I mean, just go work at the food shop place. You're fine. It will take them a little bit until it stabilizes. But after that, it will be fine. already someone needed an somebody needed an ambulance. Yep, just need more people in here to cover all the necessities. And yep, already criminal activity. Yeah, let's just change the color a bit. Yeah, I like this. Oh no. What is the issue? Yep, you have just been moved. Just oh. Oh, I see what the problem is. There's nobody to pick garbage up. Quick help. We need a technical service. I better get two. And you need one of these, and then all of these. Actually, give me these because they're faster. You will get everything from here. Because I believe the road is finished, yes. You will also get everything from here. That's good. And technical office. 3 cannot build because we're full. Great. Why are you... Oh, you're getting fuel from all the way out here. That's great. The garbage is just going to cause a little bit of sickness. Let's stretch out the road a little. You will be getting garbage from all of those places. You can get your own. Yes. Yes. You can get one. You can get one. See, yeah. Now everyone should have a garbage stand. You can even get two. I don't know if these will eventually get one. But yeah, oh, hold on. Road. You can get away with using this one, and let's just start building these. Good thing I've noticed. Now, of course, you know, a couple people will die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Once the garbage stands are built, I can start giving them, yes, building the culture building. Can I tell you around? Not really. So let's build you into a corner like this. Yes. Nah. You can just get away with that path. And that should be fine. That's we should also build a permanent technical service. Could even go up here. 8 vehicles. And you do not fit. Does this one fit? Yeah. Almost. So let's just do like this. Unless I build it behind, yeah. Actually, they don't need that many. It's essentially just just what? Two garbage trucks. And then I can just fill that with snowplows. Stop wasting your time on mud roads. And instead, why aren't you doing this? I guess. Yeah, and now they should just be cleaning everything. Including whatever's out there. Huh? You are the truck with clothing? Cool. You can get traffic signs. You're already getting sport. I've added a monument just so that it improves the loyalty, even if marginally. Oh, secret police. Yeah, secret police is built. And it's a thing, and it's working with cars. You! Still reducing the loyalty a little bit. Let's see. Government loyalty average 36, 36, 34, 36. Considering it used to be about 30, this is good. Yeah. We're having good results out here. Do you maybe want a poster? Let's give them one. And we still don't have the, no. No. You don't. You do. We still don't have the, railway station, but there's no real need. Unless I want to use it to transport, like, university students to university. You have students waiting to get studented. You do have basic education. What kind of a bus would you be willing to use? Well, here's the thing, right? A university needs a lot of people, and I have like 2 universities that barely function. Yeah, that could be a problem. Eh, it can wait. Unless I wanna build like a new university campus somewhere around here, which I mean, then it would also have the railway connection. And it would be like a dedicated university place. Potentially. No workers waiting. But, okay. People can actually start moving in. Now, let's... No, not you. You. Start building the garbage stands. Uh-huh. I could build a university down here. But at the same time, okay, just move more people out. Wrong button. This. Unable to enjoy culture? Okay, let's give you a culture. Oh, and let's build a permanent thing. In the meantime, you get to build the pumping harbor. And when I have a pumping harbor, I can start, I don't know, shuffling fuel in with something other than tankers or like oil tanker vehicles, which there are small oil tankers. In vanilla you have the full in, which we could do, but it's 800 tons of fuel, and 800 tons of fuel would actually cost me like 200,000 rubles. There are more chips which don't really help me because the smallest one the only thing that I'm saving on is the weight of the vehicle. Ship thing. On the other hand, it would mean building this only once. Or like getting just one ship and being done with it. And I could give it this fuel storage. And really the problem then becomes, how do I put this together as a harbor? Because it will need to be kind of compact. I'm planning a lot of expansion out here. So let's put it down here. Yeah. And we will essentially need two ships, one for importing fuel and one for exporting raw oil. Which, you know, we will get with this setup. It's not a problem. But this here will be a city at some point. Let's see, how far will I have to be? So that's 600 meters, it's 500 meters. That's roughly where I will have like a dividing road. And then, yep, that's 1300 meters. And from here then, this is roughly where the oil refinery will have to be, at closest. Which we can manage with pipelines. Except I also wanted to use the oil for all sorts of other fun things. But for that we have other actual oil, what do you call them? Oil fields. Like here. Yep, see? And so we can use these secondary oil fields for things like chemicals, plastics. We even have an island, like a tiny island with oil. Which that could be fun to build oil rigs and just have a quick little ferry transferring oil to where it needs to go. And I will have to put pump jacks here, not these large oil wells, because again, the nice way about this mod is that it's actually kind of balanced by the fact that it produces garbage, which you need to do something about. Also, the smart thing is that it's going to be bringing material first rather than workers. So it will just put mechanisms there and be done with it. Which also means that I will need to get workers in here very fast. I don't need students waiting here for now. Uh-huh. You can stay there. Oh, let's relocate you. And you. You need more sellers. Now, do you have... Okay, so... Cool. What we need now is buses. We need a lot of buses. So, let's get the fast ones. 4, 5, 6. And those will just deal with transporting... Oh, damn. I don't like the glitch. Can I fix you? Unfortunately not. I can need a fence though. What was I saying? Yeah. They will just bring passengers from here to there. It's going to be their entire job. You are not getting fuel. That's fine. I like how they switch lanes depending on where they want to go. House of Culture. Very nice. Let's give it the same style as everything else. Let's see. Do you have paint schemes? No. Unfortunate. Here. Load everything except workers. Unload. And go back to the end station. Go. Four buses will be plenty. And now you can go here. Load workers. Unload workers. End station. Go. And you will all specifically work from there. If I actually build the footpath the way I need it to. Yeah. But you can still walk there, so that's fine. Can I fit a sign? No. No crimes, just yeah, ambulances running around. Do you have grain? You have 2,000 tons of grain. Do you have a cargo station? No. Let's fix that then. I do wish this what do you call it? Warehouse had slightly different connections. Oh, this is a one-way. No. Yeah, I'll have to place it stupidly like this. I also wanted to put another warehouse next to it for chemicals. But it would seem like that's not going to be the case. Um, mm, Feels like that's kind of closing myself off. Honestly, this is fine. Oh. Let me see. If I then add a next warehouse next to it. Potentially for exporting chemicals and stuff. Nah. Too complicated. This is just going to be for food. There and build it. How's the port construction? Slow, but honestly steady. Yeah, and you're just building the port. which means construction. Can you build the other pipeline? Yes, you actually can. Cool. And actually, these helicopters cost about as much as the tankers, so I don't know what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about. I've also been looking into like different economical charts that this game offers you. There are very useful ones. For example, I can go to economic trade and look at the resources movement. So, for example, if I have a resource that I'm both producing myself, exporting and importing, like chemicals, I can take a look. How many did I import? How many did I produce myself? And then I can look at how much I have used for an industry and how much I've exported. And from this, I can kind of read that like all my imports go into industries, and my whole production goes to export, which is not offsetting each other. Like I'm consuming 20 tons basically a month, whereas a production is 2 tons, and it's about to be whatever this amounts to. The issue here being uh, that I'm not working at full capacity. This will improve it a little bit, but the most important one is going to be food production, for now at least. I should probably turn on passengers waiting here. For which I would probably need more buses. But we will see about that. What do you need? Train. Usually they have their basic needs filled. That's good. They're just going to drink and pray, which they won't, because instead of that, we have a cinema. And what do they put into a cinema? Usually an ad that tells you that drinking is kinda bad for you. I say, while being a casual enjoyer of the booze. And I like these posters, but they kind of make the game a lot easier than it's probably intended to be. Not like you will see a massive increase from this. It does say 8%, but there's a limit to how much you can influence it with just posters or monuments and things. 35%, 37. We will need more moderators here, so let's reduce this a little bit. Government loyalty setting to 25%. That will allow more people to work here, which will hopefully allow us to have a better rating. Let's see. Do they time out before they get no? You're just stuck in traffic behind another bus, which is slightly slower than you. Oh, I like that. They actually let ambulances pass. I could have followed some of the people, so let's do that with this bus. So it's you, you want to drink. Let's switch camera to you. And watch where you go. Oh. Oh, you don't follow them if they're on the ground. Silly. But yeah. You go for a casual swim. This is a bit of an issue. But hey, you got the traction 250%. And now you're listening to radio. Which still doesn't have enough workers. Not good. You know what? Let's not look at that for a while. It's going to fix itself somehow. I mean, I can see that the government loyalty has gone up a little bit. So, what was the other thing? Oh, the cube at the pool. I guess it's only when a bus freshly arrives. So that's about it. We do have food production. Actually, good. Let's look at economy, domestic production. Consumption of resources, production, food. 57 in 2 weeks. Okay, where is my food truck? You will see a small change. You will start here. Wait until loaded. You will unload there. And unload there. And that should be fine. And I can even set up the train so that, like, if this is below 10%, it will send a train that loads with grain at the border, brings some grain in, and then it can start exporting whatever food we have on top of our own consumption. Yep. Yep. And there's not much work to do. No, we just wait. For this port to be finished and, you know, all the facilities gradually. Use the production maybe because I told you to. And yeah, this is actually fine. This can stay here for a little bit. Eventually, I will need to figure out a. Not like this. Don't tap me out. Some kind of a highway and some kind of a railway connection, which will probably go in like an arch around the front of the city, through here, through there. This is almost begging me to put a bridge across. And I need to get back here for coal. I'm not sure I want to build a massive tunnel through here. There was a pass, yeah, that is still too steep for railway. But if I, hold on, let me see, just as a test, if I were to build a tunnel, which completely incidentally, this is a flat, zero elevation tunnel. 14,000 work days. But we have a tool for that. There's a tunnel boring machine, which will greatly increase the speed at which you build tunnels. Honestly, I was hoping in more workers, but you know what, we can fix that. Eventually, I will use these to send workers here to produce the chemicals, and I should be getting different buses to do deliveries into the food factory. We'll get 4 of them. And really the only difference is the blue ones, they have less seeds, they go faster. The red ones, more seeds, slower. The technical difference being that one of them is for, you know, intercity connection, and the other one is for inside city. You know, we kind of need to explain public transport because it turns out that most of the people watching my videos are from the United States of A. And so they probably don't have a robust public transport system, which is a tongue-in-cheek joke, but you know. Hmm. Can you have a garbage stand out here? Yes. You know what? Let's do that. Because then I can switch it around so that there's a couple purely for biological waste, which if you export that, it actually gives you a little bit of money. Okay. I need you. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot closer to the full capacity. That's great to see. The harvest is almost upon us. Let me actually see. Growing process 60, 60, 60. Okay, they will start sometime in August. Okay, no longer need you. You can work wherever you want, which means, yep, kindergarten that gives us more workers. More workers means places get filled with workers. That was a bit scary. Please keep working at the little lifeline factory, aka water treatment plant. Nobody working at the fire station. It's fine. You bring in 26 workers at a time. It's fine. You're almost full of food. So let's set up the train distribution office. If this is no, full of food. Then you can go ahead and export it. Um, and we will deal with importing grain whenever that becomes an issue. about you? Still very few workers. Do we just set one of these to work in the radio? Probably not. Since we need workers out here. So let's just invite more workers. Since now we need the rapid expansion. Because once we're done with this, we will need to start building a small community out here. Probably not the big town out here, but something. Also, that was 500 meters out here. Let's just place a road like that. And see what we can come up with. I would like this town to look right. And by look right, I mean like make it a proper planned layout. Could even... No. Let's keep it like that. We will have access from one side and from the other side, and then a big main avenue down the middle. That just gets people wherever they need. Probably aligning it somewhere like this. So that, you know, they have an access from the port, from whatever is going to be going on in here, and then through the middle. There's going to be a belt of just about nothing, which then, I mean, I can add some more agriculture if I need to, but that is unimportant. And then all of this can be dedicated to just having a town, which I can put down a marker. Where is it? Right now. Strakorov. Let's, oh, perfect. I could not have done this better. It aligns perfectly with where I want the road to be. So Lyuslav is just this bit with the oil, and Sotkov is going to be the port area, and then this will be like a small airport. Which will service basic amenities and maybe tourism. Maybe. I mean, eventually there can be a small port as well. But that's, you know, maybe for some unimportant stuff that you don't need so often. Or, again, for tourism. But it would be kind of badass to have the tourism happening off the side here. What is this? The Bride tanker. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt because I've built this small dock which only supports ships of certain size. Not like we would be able to afford anything big. Ah, it's happening. We are almost full, which means... Yes! Food export. After a month of production. And you will see just how much nearly 300 tons of food can make us. And honestly, this setup would be great if it was those two huge food factories. Also considering that this is produced from local grain, you know. This doesn't cost us anything except the setup, and it makes 80k basically in a month. And it's 20 tons of food a day. So if it was 60, it would be 3 times as much. Granted, I would need to have even more grain production, but I mean, I can just buy grain at that point. Yeah, we still have leftover food, which we're exporting with the truck as well, slowly but steadily. Build a cargo station, just so that I can divert the truck to park there, and then I can use a different truck to supply this shop, and where is it? Here. This truck to supply this shop. Look at that. So much money. Okay, build a garbage stand, and I'll see you probably in the next episode where we will figure out if this port is the... before I forget. Let's go here. Workers, select workers. I want workers from here. And let's see if anyone actually decides to pick up workers from there. Ah, going to the airport terminal. See, you don't need to build the actual heliport. If you don't like the way it looks, you can just build an actual airport. And now that we have this small airport terminal as well, you can use that. And we no longer need to pay for foreign manpower. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you in episode 27.